my people, how you doing? My name is Juliana. Subscribe to Nangabo Production on YouTube and you won't miss a thing.
BBC presenter suspended over sex claims broke lockdown rules to meet young stranger. A well-known TV personality from the BBC has been accused of ignoring strict COVID rules throughout the third national UK lockdown to meet a young stranger he allegedly met on a dating site. The unnamed BBC presenter, who has been suspended over sex claims, has now been accused of breaking lockdown laws to meet a young stranger from a dating site. The BBC presenter in question is alleged to have ignored strict COVID rules throughout the third national lockdown, with the virus claiming the lives of almost 227,000 in Britain. A source has said the BBC were briefing the nation on the rules when their star, who was part of the institution, was quite happy to break them. The unnamed BBC star allegedly sent the person on the dating app cash and also asked for a photograph, a source claimed to The Sun. Meanwhile, the BBC earlier reported that a young person aged in their early 20s met the presenter on a dating app before their conversations moved to other platforms. The presenter then revealed his identity and asked the young person not to tell anyone. The BBC presenter scandal has dominated front pages and social media conversations since reports first emerged on Friday. In less than a week, multiple BBC stars have denied being the unnamed presenter at the heart of the allegations, and senior politicians and the Metropolitan Police met with the corporation and said they were undertaking further inquiries into the allegations. The male presenter, accused of allegedly sending over £35,000 to a teenager starting when the young person was 17, was suspended by the BBC on Sunday. On Monday, BBC News revealed the young person, now 20, was disputing the claims made by their mother in a national newspaper, stating nothing inappropriate or unlawful has taken place. While the allegations only became public news on Friday, it's claimed the family of the 20-year-old first approached the BBC with concern weeks ago. It comes as BBC Director General Tim Davie spoke to BBC Radio 4 this afternoon about the allegations relating to the sexually explicit images. The BBC have paused their investigation after meeting with the Metropolitan Police. It has suspended a male member of staff after the Sun newspaper reported he paid a young person around £35,000 over 3 years, from the age of 17, for explicit images. In a statement released at lunchtime today, the BBC said it takes these matters extremely seriously as it released a timeline into how the original complaint was managed. Mr. Davie faced the media today for a scheduled briefing following the release of the corporation's annual report. Although the controversy will dominate the agenda, it comes after sensational statements last night from a lawyer representing the young person at the center of the allegations said they are not true. The mother of the alleged recipient claims her child used the money to fund an addiction to crack cocaine and says she blames the presenter for destroying her child's life. She also claims to have first contacted the BBC regarding the allegations on May 19. Amid the ongoing scandal, Jeremy Vine called on the BBC presenter at the center of allegations he paid a young person £35,000 for sexual explicit images to go public. The allegations against the top male presenter, who has been suspended and not been named, were made by the young person's family, with the young person's lawyer subsequently denying the claims. Jeremy tweeted, "I'm starting to think the BBC presenter involved in the scandal should now come forward publicly. These new allegations will result in yet more vitriol being thrown at perfectly innocent colleagues of his. And the BBC, which I'm sure he loves, is on its knees with this. But it is his decision and his alone." The broadcaster previously took to Twitter to deny he was the BBC presenter at the center of the allegations after the claims were published by The Sun. He wrote, "Just to say I'm very much looking forward to hosting my radio show on Monday, whoever the BBC presenter in the news is. I have the same message for you as Rylan did earlier, it certainly ain't me." Rylan had previously tweeted, "Not sure why my name's floating about, but read that story in the Sun, that ain't me, babe." I'm currently filming a show in Italy for the BBC, so take my name out your mouths.